Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you guys can hear me? Yes, you guys can hear me? Drop a 1 if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. You guys can hear me? All right, good, 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 good. All right, well, we're gonna put up the slideshow one more time. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get 100 on this call. We got 6 more. Let's go ahead and get 100 on this call. I'm gonna show you guys step by step. Stay tuned, stay tuned. We almost through the slides. I'm excited to share this with you guys. Prospecting, you're gonna be complimenting them, finding something they're interested in that you can relate with, and then boom, go ahead and say, hey man, let's stay connected. What's your Instagram? Hey man, let's stay connected. Here's my IG. Hey bro, what's your number? Let's stay connected, bro. You're really cool, blah, 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 right? That's what you're going to do. That's prospecting. Inviting is once you already have them on your list. That's you inviting them to the op call. That's you inviting them to watch your video. That's you inviting them to the event, to the home event. Presenting, this is actually going ahead, downloading the slides, watching David Imitier present it over and over and over, right? That's the presentation. You're going to learn how to present from people who are already good at presenting. That's who you're going to learn from, right? Pick a person, probably master them. And for me, I was mastering the way Austin Godsey did it. I was trying to copy Austin Godsey to the T last year. That's what I was doing, okay? Following up, this is being aware of who's on your list and who on your list said yes to hop on the call. And your job is to follow up, remind them what time the call is, remind them, hey, are you on the call? Hey, bro, I see you on the call. That's lit. Hey, bro, I'm going to talk to you after the call. Like, following up is just letting them know, like, you got to remind them. You got to realize people are busy. They're not – sometimes, like, they don't reply back, not because they're not interested. It's just because they literally forgot. Like, people got things going on. You know what I mean? People are got the movie to watch. They got the game to watch. They're drinking. They're smoking. They're on social media. They're playing video games. Like, people are distracted. Like, human beings are distracted in 2020. You guys got to realize that. So follow up, and, you don't want to just overkill it, right? But you want to have a follow-up list. And when you're writing your list, there's a couple ways you can do this, but you should have a hot prospect list that you have not exposed to yet. And then you should have also a follow-up list for people that have already seen the presentation. And let's say, for example, you guys know the PS3, once they're on the op call, what you're going to do immediately is schedule a time for the 3-way call, ideally right after the op call, like as soon as possible after the op call, while they are still energetically involved, emotionally involved with the information. That is when you need to go ahead and do the 3-way call. So you should text your upline, your sponsor, your P600 and above, preferably, hey, can you do a 3-way in 10 minutes? Hey, can you do a 3-way at 3 p.m.? Like, let them know ahead of time just so we can get them on the call. And then if it doesn't work at that time, it's real simple. Hey, my mentor, he's actually busy right now. Let's do the time tomorrow. The whole point, following up, whenever let's say they don't sign up yet, you're going to do a fam bam from a meeting, book a meeting. You're going to schedule when the next time you're going to talk. Every single time. You never get off the phone to the prospect without scheduling the next time you talk to them. That is one of the most important things. You need to write that down. That's something you must do. It's called BAM FAM or FAM BAM. Book a meeting from a meeting. That means if you invite them to the call, make sure you let them know, hey, I'm going to call you back after the call. Hey, when you're on the call after the call, what you're going to tell them is, hey, okay, awesome. You're going to get the money next Friday at 2 p.m. Awesome, bro. Don't say word follow up, but hey, I'm going to call you on Wednesday, see how everything's going. Hey, I'm going to call you on Friday. We'll go ahead and get you started, bro. Hey, bro, I'm going to go ahead and call you on Friday. Let them know, when you're going to follow up. Let them know when your next meeting is going to be. Ideally, guys, in the process between the day that they schedule the date they're going to sign up and the day it actually is, you're going to send them just little texts here and there, and like, hey, bro, we're having a training. You should check this out, bro. Just give them some free value. Maybe send them a video to watch on YouTube, because the thing is, guys, you want to keep the emotion hot. Like I said, people are distracted. They might have forgotten. You're a business owner. You're writing down your schedule. You'll remember, but they will probably forget. Odds are most people will forget. So what you want to do is just send them here and there things. Hey, this is a personal development video I watched today. I think you would enjoy this. Hey, bro, some people on my team just made some money today. I'm excited to get you started with this. Like, those are some follow-up texts you can do, in the week or two between the day they get exposed to the day they sign up. Because, typically in network marketing, people need 3 to 5 exposures to actually get started in the business. They need a few exposures. Edification, we went into this last week, but edifying, you're just simply letting know your prospect who your mentor or upline or sponsor is, and you're also letting the person you're edifying know that this is your prospect, and you're going to cross edify. Hey, Gustavo, this is my friend Billy from school. He was on the football team with me. You know, he was very athletic, positive mindset. He was a leader, and I figured that he would be really good at this business. Hey, Billy, this is Gustavo. This is my mentor. He's actually made a ton of money, helped a lot of people in this business, and he's ready to work with people that are hardworking and coachable. I thought you guys should meet. I'm excited to introduce you guys. And then you just mute your phone. It's really simple, guys. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't got to spit numbers to people. Like, just let them know. This compliment both of them, you know, and merge the trust and the respect. You know, that's really what edifying is doing. Closing is simply, guys, it's asking questions. And the thing is with closing starts on the prospecting, right? The closing process starts when you're prospecting, because the whole point of you prospecting and building a relationship with them is, number one, I mean, you're gathering intelligence. You're gathering information about them. So you should know everything about your prospect way before they're about to sign up. Like, you should already know, hey, this person's working a job. He gets off work at 4 p.m. He goes home to his family. Like, you should almost not, I'm not saying like be a stalker, but like you should know some pretty decent, simple, basic things about them. And, you know, you should know their pain. Like, why do they want to get involved? One of the first questions you should ask them, you know, when they actually got on the presentation in the 3-way call, one of the things you should ask them to close is, hey, so what made you interested in seeing the presentation anyway? Hey, what made you interested in coming to this event? Hey, what made you interested to watch the video? What made you interested enough to actually hop on this call? What made you interested? What about Forex got you fired up? What about Forex, you know, really got you interested? You know, what was it about it? And they'll probably say, hey, you know, I just saw the opportunity to make some money. Hey, bro, I saw the opportunity to maybe quit my job. You know, maybe I can get some extra income on the side. Whatever they tell you, that's all you need to know to close them. That's all you need to know, because you're not selling them on the product. You're not convincing them to join. You're just giving them what they asked for. That's it. You give them what they asked for. Hey, bro, you know, I want to make an extra $1,000 a month, and you said you could help me make an extra $1,000 a month. Perfect, bro. Hey, bro, this is how we're gonna help you make $1,000 a month. It's like, if someone wants the money, don't talk about the time. If someone wants the time, don't talk about the money. It's irrelevant. It's extra information. Talking your ear off is not rapport. That's not how rapport works. It's literally get to the point. People can see right through you faking random things, right? You're saying things, but ask them good questions. Ask them good questions. Get information about them. So when you're closing, it's simply asking the questions. Hey, bro, so what did you like best about what you saw? Hey, bro, what was your favorite part? Awesome, bro. Hey, bro, it's $235 in your budget right now. It's $235 in your budget right now. Hey, awesome, man. Are you ready to get started? Hey, bro, let's go ahead and get you started. Hey, bro, wouldn't it be awesome to make money on your phone? Hey, doesn't that sound awesome that you can make money on your phone? Doesn't that sound awesome you can be mentored by millionaires? You know, really start setting them up with yeses. Hey, bro, wasn't that sick? What was your favorite part? Oh, it was Gold Cup. You can copy and paste. Yeah, bro, isn't that awesome? You can copy and paste and make money on your phone. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get you started, right? And just get to the point, right? Closing is getting to the point as soon as possible, because why? You need to save yourself time, energy, and money. And listen, they either have the money or they don't. They either have the money or they don't. Awesome. We know you're still going to get started. So when's a good day when you will have a 235? Okay. Write this down. This is the most important part about closing. If you can get this, it's going to be easy for you. It's very simple, guys. Assume the close in every situation you're in. Assume the close. Hey, assume they're going to sign up, and they literally will. Like, they literally go with it. I promise you guys, people can feel your energy. People can feel your energy when you are not certain in what you're saying. They can feel that on you, okay? So if you give them the energy, hey, bro, we're going to go ahead and help you get started and help you start making money. Hey, bro, we're going to go ahead and help you make that $1,000 a month, okay? And if you can give off that energy, you're assuming the close. Whatever energy you give them is what they are going to feel. So you need to have full certainty and belief in what you're doing and transfer that energy into them. You need to have full belief and certainty in what you're doing, transfer that belief into them. Guys, if you don't have full belief in what you're doing before you pick up the phone, the first thing you should do is you need to read your goal card 10, 20, 30 times. You need to say it out loud until you believe it. You need to say your goal with your chest. You need to say it where the universe can hear you, okay? Listen, man, the universe, God does not understand words, but frequency, okay? That's the language that you can communicate with the universe, is through your heart and the frequency you send out with your mind. That's the way it works, okay? That's the way it works. So send out the frequency of your goal. You have certainty and belief of your goal, and you know getting this person started is going to help them get their goal, which is going to help you get your goal, okay? It does you no good. We're not here playing a sign-up game, guys. It's not the game. The game is, hey, let's get someone started and let's help them get whatever they wanted when they joined. Like, that's the whole point. If they wanted to make money trading, let's make the money trading. If they wanted to build a residual income, let's get them residual income. Hey, if they just want money, by all means, let's get you your 2 and free, get the trading. Hey, let's get P600 coming in and take the signals. Like, whatever their goal is, you make the plan for them and show them that you believe you can help them do it. Whatever belief you give them, they're going to believe. Okay, that's closing. Simple as that. Okay, and for this to really work, guys, you need to make a decision tonight. You need to make a decision right now on this call. What is your why? Why are you in this business? Why did you join? What is the money going to do for you? What is that extra time going to do for you? Maybe not only you, but maybe your family, or maybe your friends, or maybe your school, maybe your church, maybe the community center, and your whatever it is. Who is this money going to help and impact, and who can you go ahead and impact while you're doing this? Okay, that's what you should ask yourself. That's what you should ask yourself, okay? Why did you even get involved in the first place? Shout out to the 100th person on the call. All right, sorry, guys. We're making it work. We're making it work. That's all that matters, okay? Why do you need to hit the rank, okay? For example, guys, for me, I needed to hit Platinum 1000 so it would replace the income from my job so I could quit my job. That's why I had to hit Platinum 1000, okay? It's really simple. It's detailed. It's specific. Hey, I need to make this amount per month so that I can stop working this job, have more time to spend in my business, which is just going to help me hit the next rank too. It's just going to help me get to the next level even faster, right? So I need to put extra work in now while I don't have as much time so that I can actually have more time in the future, okay? You need to make sacrifices now so that you don't have to make the sacrifices later, okay? Spend the next 2 to 3 years like most won't, so you can live the rest of your life like most can never even fathom, okay? Put your focus in now, guys. This business is built fast. When you make a decision and run, that's when everything happens for you. You guys have seen it. This business works quickly when you have momentum, okay? When you have momentum, it is your duty, your only duty. Number one, keep doing what you're doing, but make sure everyone comes in as trained, number one. But also, you have to keep the foot on the gas. You have to throw gasoline on the fire. You have to throw gasoline on the fire. Hey, bro, if you have a leg of 20, you have a leg of 10, you have a leg of 2, hey, bro, whichever leg is in explosive growth right now, you need to go to them and throw gasoline on the fire. Sometimes you're going to have disproportionate legs. When you're in momentum, guys, things happen where, like, it happens so fast you can't even keep track sometimes. So sometimes your business is going to grow so fast that it's like, hey, bro, where's the momentum? This here. Okay, perfect. Let me make sure all these new people are trained. Let me make sure all these new people have MetaTrader 4. Let me make sure all these new people know when the webinars are. Make sure all the new people know what is good. Because, guys, this momentum that's hitting you now, it's only going to get bigger. So you need to make sure you're doing the right things on a day-to-day basis, okay? So DMO is daily methods of operation. These are parts of your day. There's a couple more. These are the main ones I wanted to point out right now, right? Personal development has to be part of your day every single day, okay? Has to be part of your day every single day. Why? Because, guys, when you grow, your income grows. Your business will grow when you grow, okay? I promise you, it's not the people just joining. It's not the trades. It's not the webinars. It is you, okay, guys? Take responsibility. Grow yourself. Become the person that you would like to join in your business. Hey, that person you want to attract in the business, go ahead and become a vibrational match to that person. Go ahead and dress how they would dress. Speak how they would speak. You know, look and act as they would act. Hey, if you want to be a 6-figure earner, why don't you act like a 6-figure earner right now? And maybe you'll become one, okay? When I was making $1,000 a month, $600 a month, I asked Gustavo, hey, bro, what do I need to do? He said, stop listening to people that don't have what you want and start listening to people who have the results you want. It's that simple. Stop listening to the wrong people. I started listening to him. I started hanging out with 6-figure earners more than I was hanging out with my old friends. And guess what happened, guys? You know, a year later, I became a 6-figure earner. And that's just the way it works. That's the way it works. If you guys are in Gustavo's town, if you're in Ray's town right now, if you're in whoever other 6-figure earner's town, it don't even matter if they're your upline or not. Figure out a way to meet up with them, guys, because energy is contagious. Energy is contagious. You need the energy. It's not necessarily the information or the words or the actions. It's the energy you feel. Once you felt it, you can match it again, okay? You should write that down. Once I figured that out, really shifted my paradigm on what's possible is that, hey, if you felt what it feels like, if you shook in David Imanite's hand, which, shout out to BG, he's about to smash Platinum 2000. He actually shook hands with David Imanite. And ever since that moment, we always realized and we talked about to each other, once energy is connected physically, it will always be connected spiritually. That's just the way it works. They connected hand to hand. He knows what Chairman 500 feels like because he's literally felt it. Okay? He's literally felt it, right? So that's why you need to hang around with people that have more the greater results than you. It does not mean they're better than you. No one is better than you. Take off the pedestal of Chairman 10. Why don't you look at Chairman 10 as a normal thing that obviously you're going to do? Like, obviously I'm going to hit that. Like, it's only a matter of time. Like, I already know what to do. I'm getting the information right here in this call. Whether it takes me 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, it's inevitable. It's already done. Like, when you can take your goals off a pedestal, it becomes less important, which helps you attract it faster. Okay? Because if you have a pedestal on it, you think it's so big, you think it's greater than you. And guys, for you to get your goal, you have to be bigger or at the same place as your goal. You have to match the frequency of your goal. If you think it's too good or too big for you, you're never going to get there, guys. So realize belief is a muscle that must be trained. Belief is the muscle you need to train. Write that down. David Imanite on YouTube, he talks about this all the time. So many webinars, you'll see the power of belief, the magic of thinking big, asking is given, all kinds of books that can help you, right? And realize that whatever you believe is going to happen for you in your life, okay? If you believe you can, you're right every time. If you believe you can't, you're right every single time. So guess what, guys? What I learned in Magic of Thinking Big, what I learned was, hey, if you can believe in your heart that you can do it, your mind will think of a way, right? But if you think you can't do it, your mind will never think of the way. Your mind will, if you can't believe it, you will never get the path, guys. But what's good about that is once you believe it, everything you do works. That's what's good about it. You feel good, have full belief, everything you do works. You can't go wrong. You literally cannot go wrong because it's all going to work out just fine. You should write down, I'll give you guys a couple affirmations that should be part of your daily routine, part of your gratitude journal, right? Write down, everything will work out fine. Okay? Remember at the beginning of the call, we talked about our thoughts and frequency to the universe, right? So whatever you speak is what happens, okay? Whatever you think about longer than 17 seconds in a row, 68 seconds in a row, that's what's going to come into your life. Vibrationally, you create everything in your life. You vibrationally create everything that's ever happened to you. Now that you're aware of it, now you can make a decision. Okay, now that I realize I'm actually getting whatever I think about, why don't I choose what I want? Hey, what do I actually want? Let's think about that. Let's think about that. This call is about, hey, let's get to the bag. We're making money, right? Well, Gold Cup hasn't lost a trade in 3 weeks on those live sessions. Why don't you plug into Gold Cup? Let's get to the bag, right? Platinum 2000, Platinum 5000, Platinum 1000. Next 90 days, the promotions. P1, $500 extra. P2, 1,000 extra. P5, 2,000 extra, guys. And I'm telling you this right now, guys. In a 90-day stretch, literally almost a year ago exactly, my business went from 40 people to 400 people. You can 3x, 5x, 10x your business in 90 days when you make a complete decision and commit to your decision, okay? When you make a decision, hey, I'm going to be a Platinum 2000 in the next 90 days. I am going to be a Platinum 5000 in the next 90 days. Hey, I'm a Chairman 10. Whatever it is, here's the thing. When you match it vibrationally, that's what you're going to become, right? Okay, so DMOs, exposures. Exposures has to be a part of your day. You have to expose a business every single day. That's part of getting to the next level. It's one of the essential skills, okay? And exposures, this could be inviting to the call. This could be running your call. This could be going to an event. Hey, guys, they're actually letting us go to the events right now. They're actually letting us do some small group events. And I've seen people do it in Airbnbs. I've seen people do it at home events recently. Hey, whatever you can get away with, by all means necessary, getting to the next level. Yeah, I ain't letting no coronavirus stop me. I ain't letting no COVID. I ain't letting no whatever is going on. It does not matter. What's irrelevant because it's a distraction, right? Goals are distraction. What will you focus on? What will you focus on, okay? Promoting every single day. We went over this on Friday. This is the one that's going to help you get massive momentum because I'm going to explain this, guys. Promoting is an energy thing, as everything is. Here's the thing. When people join, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what they just got introduced to. And, the longer we're involved, the thing is we think we know and we think everyone knows what we know, but remember what it was like to just get started. And You know, the reason why I'm saying this, because when you get in massive momentum, it's real easy to just focus on, you know, enrolling because you're just doing it so easily. But make sure you're still promoting and training the team to prepare for this massive momentum that's going to come in your business in the next 90 days. Make sure you're promoting every call, every trade, because people don't know what they don't know when they join. They only know what you tell them. They don't know what you did a month ago. They don't know what you did a week ago. They only know what you post in the chat now, what call you call them and tell them, what you text them. That's all they know. So make sure you go the extra mile promoting. And if you guys are on this call, you know, probably almost half of you, I individually sent you, you know, a link to this call tonight, right? Drop a 222 if I sent you a link to this call tonight. Like, it's probably almost everyone on this call. Why? Because I knew this is an important call. It's going to get you to the next level, and I could not have you miss it if you needed to be on it, right? I could not have you miss it. So that's how you have to approach every webinar, okay? Because why? When you think of things in terms of energy, you realize that you should be on these building calls, not because I'm better or that I know more than you, but because I've hit a certain rank in income and I'm vibrating on that frequency. And when you're listening to me, you're absorbing the same frequency. When Gustavo is speaking on an op call, you're picking up his frequency in your mind, okay? When Christopher Terry is talking, when Go Live, Kim and Luke, when Kim and Luke are talking, those are seven-figure traders, guys. You're picking up seven-figure trader energy when you're listening, when you're tuning in, okay? You become what thoughts you vibrate the most. That's what you become. That's what you become. So that's why it's important you're on these calls. And, you know, follow-up list, make sure you always keeping a follow-up list. As you're going through momentum and going through numbers quickly, sometimes it can be easy to forget about someone, especially when you're on tour or you're out of the normal environment. You know, it can get real difficult sometimes to stay focused. So, like, make sure you're organized as possible. Organization will be key in you making massive growth in the next 90 days. Organization. When I say organization, you guys, it's on my whiteboard, but guys, I have out, you know, every P600 and above, I have your name on my whiteboard right now. I have your legs. I have how far you away from the next rank. I have every P1K, every P2K, every P5k. I know the numbers in my business, and you should know all the numbers in your business. When someone gets a new person in the business, you should go out of your way to meet them. Go out of your way to meet them. Hey, who's the new person who just got in? Hey, I want to meet him. I want to make sure he knows he's in the right place at the right time with the right people. Okay, you need to be that person. Go out of your way. And, you know, one thing I'm going to tell you before I get to the last slide, whatever rank you want to become, you need to do what that person would do right now. That's the key. That's like, oh, people would like want the sauce. They want, what do I got to do? Hey, what rank do you want to be in 90 days? Do what they would do right now. Like, no, not tomorrow. I'm talking, how would they end their night tonight? How would they start it in the morning, guys? And get out of that next week, tomorrow mentality and get into the right now mentality. That's how you're going to get massive momentum in your business. When you stop putting things off, procrastinating, hey, let me just watch one more video. Let me just scroll for 5 more minutes. Hey, let me just, you know, I'll just start tomorrow. Oh, you know what? You know, it didn't work out today. I slept in. I guess I'll just start tomorrow. Hey, guys, we've all been there. I've done that before myself. It doesn't work, okay? What works is your business when you work. That's what's going to work. When you work, your business will work as well. The people on your team are going to do 20% of what you do right, 80% of what you do wrong, okay? So learn the right information and then just do it the right way from the beginning, okay? Learn it from the beginning and do it the whole time. Whatever you do, your team's going to do. That's what your team's going to do, whatever you do, okay? And the last thing is make sure you're calling your team every single day. Like, call them. If you have 10, I'll say if you have 20 people or less in your team, you should call everyone on your team every week for sure, no doubt. If you have 10 or less, you could almost call them every day. Like, the more you call them, the better. The more you call them, the better. Because why? Because they got to know that, that you're going to help them. You're going to be there for them. Like, they need to know that. They need to know you're there to help them, and they need to know where to get the information. They need you to encourage them whenever they're feeling down. It's real simple for someone brand new to get, you know, unmotivated or discouraged when they don't know what's going on yet, right? Maybe they haven't seen a result yet. When people can get that P600, you know, that really will just raise their belief level for them to stick around for the process. And you gotta go through the process to see the real results. You have to go through the process. Nothing happens overnight. You know, shout out to Gabe Burgos. He's on this call right now. He's about to literally skip ranks. You know, in the last couple of weeks, I've just been seeing him post all these videos on Instagram, on YouTube. He's doing these webinars, doing webinars for other teams. He's giving out value. He's doing all these things that he doesn't even have to do. You know, and that's why, guess what, guys? Once you do more than you're paid for, soon you're going to be paid for more than what you do. Okay, especially in the beginning in this business, there's work up front before it actually starts flowing in. And, you know, once you start grinding every single day, you start being consistent. You know, at first you're like, why is no one joining? Why is no one on my team building? You know, I'm still P150. I'm still P600. Hey, bro, guess what? Eventually, in due time, someone is going to join your business and bless your business. You know, that's what happened to me. That's what's happened to Gustavo. That's happened to Ray. When you stay consistent long enough, eventually someone's going to come in that's going to blow up your business. Literally, it takes one person to blow up your business. It literally takes one more phone call to blow up your business. Hey, how many more phone calls until you hit Platinum 1000? One more. It's one more call. It's the next call. Hey, how many more presentations until I hit Platinum 2000? One more. Because you're always doing the next thing right now. You're doing the next thing right now. You're feeling good now. And when you can get into this mindset, what's going to happen, guys, is you're going to have the spiral of energy working in your favor. You're going to have momentum. And momentum, guys, is just simply excitement. That's literally what it is. It's when you feel excited and have a burning desire and anticipation for your goal, and everyone on your team feels the same thing. Guess what, guys? The momentum in your business will start with you every single time. The momentum in your business starts when you decide to have momentum in your business. And most of you guys already have momentum in your business. You guys literally are blowing up. Your team's doubled in the last 30 days. Your team's tripled in the last 2 or 3 months. You know, a lot of you guys are in this situation, right? Let's go ahead and turn it up a notch. Let's go ahead and turn it up a notch. You know, that's what I'm here to tell you guys. In the next 90 days, leading up to Houston Convention, let's go ahead and do things unheard of. Let's go ahead and shift our paradigm. Let's go ahead and do things we never thought we could do. And, you know, the last slide, you know, it's not really that important. I can just say it. We don't got to go over it. But real quick, guys, before we get into the Q&A, you know, real quick, I'm going to make my computer host again, just so it's easier. I'm going to make my computer host again. All right, perfect. Okay. 1 second. Awesome. All right, guys, we're back on board. And the last slide I was going to get into, guys, is that, you know, see this thing as energy, and it becomes way simpler for you. It really does, guys. And, you know, if you're not too deep into energy yet, spirituality yet, you know, I can give you a couple recommendations. And once I started listening to these people, you know, I truly believe the breakthroughs in my mind created the breakthroughs in my business. Okay. And the breakthroughs in your mind will create the breakthroughs in your business. It literally, guys, grasp this right now. It takes one idea to 2x, 5x, 10x your income. Like, it literally takes one idea to go ahead and make your first 6 figures. Like, it takes one idea for you to write down, take action on it. Okay. As soon as you think it, do it. Hey, whatever I think, I do. Hey, whatever I do, it works out. You know what? I'm lucky. You know, everything always works out for me. You know, start saying the right things, because whatever you say is what you get. Whatever you say, what you say is what you get. Okay? What you speak comes to the universe in vibration, and guess what? It gets sent back to you through circumstances, situations, events. Once you declare in your mind, in your goal card, that this is where I'm going, I don't care how. When the why is strong enough, the how never matters. When the why is strong enough, the how never matters. Hey, figure out what and why. Let God figure out how and when. Okay? It doesn't matter, right? Make a decision. Next 90 days, I'm changing my life. I'm going to go ahead and 5x, 10x my business. I'm going to go ahead and just blow it up, do everything possible that it takes. Because once you do that, guys, it's going to become easier for you, because you're going to be operating in a state of unconscious competence. Unconscious competence. For those of you that have been running op calls every day, you're already in unconscious competence for this moment, right? You got to keep doing it so that it strengthens in your mind and your habits and your routines. But guys, we know Forex works. We know this. We know network marketing works. So let's go ahead and work, right? Let's go ahead and put in the work, because once you work, your business will work for you. Your trading account will work for you once you put in the work, right? Once you start having an income to grow, maybe that 10% on your account, instead of it being $10, maybe it's $100. Maybe it's $500. You know, maybe once you got Platinum 2000 coming in, you're going ahead and flipping your account 500 to 1,000 every week. You know, maybe you're just copying Kim and Luke on US 30. Like maybe it's easier to trade with $1,000 account rather than $100 account. Like that's just the way I look at things. I say, for me, guys, my goal was to get out of my job so I could live on my own terms and make my own schedule, make my own decisions, eat lunch when I want to eat lunch, go to sleep when I get tired, wake up when I'm done sleeping, right? Once you do that, you are truly free of the rat race. You're free of doing what everyone else wants you to do, and you can do whatever you want to do. For me, I didn't even want to build in the beginning. You guys have probably heard this story. Like I was afraid to, but my joy of freedom was way greater than my fear of getting out of my comfort zone and talking to people. My joy of freedom was way greater, and that's the way you should look at this. You know, especially those of you that are making some bread trading, because I know a lot of people on this call are just killer traders. Like, I mean, you know you can personally on a one-to-one basis help someone. Like on a one-to-one basis, like all else fails, you know you got someone. So, you know, shout out to all you guys on this call. What we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna open up for Q&A at this point. You know, I already assume everyone on this call is gonna go Platinum 1,000, Platinum 2,000, Platinum 5,000 in the next 90 days. And if you have any doubts or questions or, you know, anything of how can I actually do this, you know, how realistic is this, you know, what's the process, you know, I pretty much went into the information on what you need to do, how you need to do it, how you need to think. But if you have any more specific things we can get into, you know, we have a good probably 10-15 minutes to go over any questions that people have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to go to the gallery view so I can see. Perfect. Awesome. So the chat is just really crazy. I don't know if I can pull it up. Okay. Gabe has a question. All right, Gabe, where's Gabe? Let's raise your hand, please, so I can find you guys. Raise your hand. Okay, Gabe, I saw Gabe's first, so we're gonna go Gabe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Please drop some sevens in the chat for Jordan. Thank you, brother. But hey, I wanted to just have you talk about real quick the importance of having your affirmations right in front of you, because I remember when I flew out to Colorado, you had them on your steering wheel, you had them on your mirror, you had it on hats, you had it on shirts that you made, you had it on your phone, you had them everywhere. And I just wanted you to go over kind of like how important it is, so where if you're driving and you get distracted, well, if your affirmation, if your goal is on your steering wheel, it's like, bro, like everywhere you look is just your goal. It's like that's all you can focus on. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. You know, and I'll show you guys kind of the room, the environment I have set up. And I kind of forgot to mention this. But one of the most important things in, you know, seeing massive growth when it comes to like quantum leaps, it's literally environment. Set your environment up so that it's easy for you to do what you got to do. Set up your environment so it's easy for you to think the right thoughts. Set it up so that it's easy for you to stay focused, right? You know, guys, I'm not perfect. I'm no one special, but like I like to use little small details that can give me an advantage. I like to do something that no one else would do so that I can get this edge, you know, and you always should be looking for edge. It's not a competition with others, but a competition with yourself. How can I be greater today than yesterday? Affirmations is one of the most powerful things that I've ever discovered, because it's a way for you to directly focus on what you want for an extended period of time. And, you know, if you guys were on the call Friday, I went over this in the book, Asking is Given. And if you're interested in more of this energy spirituality stuff and how this works, I recommend this book. I recommend this book because it talks about, it takes 17 seconds to start a spiral of thought to work for you. Meaning you guys realize right now, if I stop talking, you are subconsciously going to think a thought, right? On an unconscious level, no matter what you think about, a thought's going to come to you. So your mission is to get the right thoughts to come to you without you trying. That is your mission. Okay, so what you have to do to do that is think about it for 17 seconds straight, intensely, with emotion and belief that it's going to be done. Okay, and 17 seconds is to start the spiral. 68 seconds is when you have done it long enough to allow the universe to send you back a circumstance, situation, event. And this has been literally tested. You know, I don't know what kind of studies they did to do this, but guys, I'm someone that, hey, I know how the placebo effect works. If you believe it works, it will. If you believe it doesn't, it's not going to. So, hey, I know it works. It's worked for me. You know, I've actually been able to change the way I think about myself to get a different result by reprogramming my subconscious mind with affirmations. Guys, when I was Platinum 1000, the scariest thing to me was to speak on a webinar. Believe it or not, literally a year ago, speaking at a webinar, I had to speak in front of a room of 20 people. Like, I mean, I almost had to like back out. I was so afraid. I almost threw up. Like, I literally almost threw up, right? But what I did was I decided that I'm gonna be Chairman Tim. I'm a Chairman Tim. I decided that, and guess what? The things I had to do became easy because I knew it was part of the process. Whether I've done it before or not, of course, if I've never done it before, it's gonna be difficult. It may be scary at first, but like, you know, it's aligned with your purpose. You know, if your life has been changed, whether it's from income, whether it's from relationship, or whether it's from personal growth, like drop a 1 in the chat. What, you know, whichever one of those for you, or maybe it's all 3, or maybe it's 2 out of 3. It's probably all 3, right? It's probably all 3. So you know, whether you're the best builder, the best trader, does not matter. You know, you have access to information that can change someone's life. That's what you know. Like, you know this, right? You already know this. You're not selling them, I can make you a millionaire. You're letting them know, I have something that you would be good at, and I think you would benefit from. It's helped me, it's helped others, so on and so forth, right? You don't have to get too deep into it. But affirmations, I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like, you know, in my room. I'll kind of show you what it looks like, right? We have a whiteboard here. We have some notes here. We have some pictures. And if you guys see, you guys have heard the term dream building, probably. David Mediate or Holding Bugs. You guys see, I have the 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners of I Am Mastery Academy right here in front of my desk, okay? And why do I do that? Because if I'm thinking about them all the time, I will, on some level, become like them, right? If I'm always thinking about David Mediate, I'll probably end up starting to talk like David Mediate or dress like David Mediate, right? Does that make sense? Hey, drop a 3 through 3 if that makes sense. Like, if you think about someone a lot, you're going to become that person. That's why you see married couples, they end up becoming like exactly like each other by the time they're 60 years old. Like, they're literally the same person, right? That's why you become similar to your brothers or your friends and your people you grow up with, because you're around them a lot and you're thinking about them. That's why people that are in a job for a long time are literally, they feel like they're stuck in their job because why? They're always thinking about their job. They always think about their job, so they're gonna stay there. But the people that think about their goals, they're gonna get their goals. These are my affirmations. I speak these out loud every morning, every night. We have, you know, different whiteboards, but the whole point is, like Gabe was saying, if you set up your environment where you see only what is necessary for you to hit your goal, that's that much faster you can get there. When you have just a few less, and this is for only those of you that want to really quantum leap in the next 90 days. You know, not everyone's going to do this. You know, some of you probably think I'm crazy. Some of you probably think this is silly. This is, what are you guys talking about? Hey guys, guess what? Successful people do it to get successful, and then I copy them and it works. Like, as simple as that, guys. I'm no one special from a small town of 600 people, afraid to speak in front of 2 people, let alone 80, 100 people on a call, 1,000 people at an event or whatever. But I realized that I have something that can help someone else, and I found out that I could help someone. I really just fell in love with the idea, you know, simple as that. But, you know, that definitely answered the question. It has definitely answered the question. Hopefully, affirmations, just so you can stay focused. The whole point is to think about what you want. And Kyle, what's good, Kyle?
Yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, Jordan, man. Tell the people, what would you think if you could give any perspective, right? If you could give any approach to doing this, right? Whether you know, because there are some people that are new on here, right? Some people that have been in it for a little bit. But if you could just give one approach, what would that one just thing be? What would that one perspective be that you'd say?
Like, it's just in general, like are you asking like how I see things, or like
succeed in this, like to do good in this, like to, you know what I mean, to reach those goals?
Right. I mean, it really, I mean, a couple of things. Number one, you have to identify as a person that can do it. Like, you have to believe in yourself that you can do it. You have to feel worthy of your goal. You have to feel worthy. And a lot of times, guys, when I wrote it down, I didn't believe it. But once I said it enough, I started to believe it. And the more I believed it, the more I loved the idea of believing it. And the more I believed it, loved the idea of believing it, it started to become a burning desire. And once it was a burning desire in my heart, I knew that it was already done, and it was, and then it happened, right? That's how it works. Okay, so what I would say is, you know, just to keep things simple, like, focus on what you want and believing you will receive it. And that's all you need to focus on. Like, just realize that if you think anything else, you're attracting whatever you think. So if you have a negative thought or doubt or limiting belief, realize that, be conscious of your unconscious thought, and they say, and reprogram and say, hey, listen, that's how I used to think. That's not how I think now. This is where I'm going. This is who I am now. That may have been the past me. You got to really talk to guys, I talk to myself. I literally talk to my own thoughts. I was like, that's a funny thought. Why'd you think that? And then stay focused, get back to your goal. It's like, this is your mind, your focus. Something happens to you. Here you go, squirrel. Oh, okay, back to the goal. Tunnel vision. Literally, guys, how this works. If you're on social media all day, you get distracted. Alert goes off. Oh, let me check my phone. Oh, someone calls you. Oh, let me answer. And you distracted. You're not even being present. So what I'm saying is, don't be reactive. Be responsive. Don't react to what happens to you. Respond based on what you want to create. Because however you respond to life is how life will respond to you. That's how it works, right? Okay, Hayden, go ahead. I'm going to unmute you.
Okay, so how many posts should we usually be making on social media? How many times should we be on social media? How long should we be active on our stories, our Instagram stories, Facebook, stuff like that?
Okay, yeah, good question. Easy answer. The more you post, the better. Typically, but keep the ratio. Typically around 80% giving value, 20% mentioning what you do. If you make 5 videos, make 4 of them just giving them, something you learned in a book or personal development or just something positive. And then 1 out of 5, hey, yeah, by the way, guys, this is what I do. Maybe make a video of you on Go Live, maybe make a video of you on the chart, whatever it is. But the thing is with social media, if you haven't posted any videos, just make your first video. You're gonna want to do it. And if you're not the person that wants to put a video on there, I recommend Facebook. Okay. Facebook is probably the easiest way for someone that has no following to go in and get a lot of prospects, because you can literally add 5,000 friends right away. What you do is go to personal development page and, find, there's millions of people in those groups, just add 5,000 of them. They don't even got to be people But guess what? If there's someone that you listen to, they're people just like you. They're people just like you around the world you've never met before, that the universe can literally send you when you transmit the frequency. When you transmit the frequency, hey, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am Platinum 5,000 on September 1st, 2020. Hey, in 90 days, I'm a Platinum 5,000, or I'm a Chairman 10, or I'm a Platinum 2,000, whatever it is. When you say that enough, realize how this works, guys, right? Realize how this works. When you send out a frequency, you get back like frequency events and circumstances. So if you're thinking, no one's going to join my business, for some reason I'd lose every trade. Damn, I don't know what to do. Damn, maybe this doesn't work. If that's what you're thinking, that's what you're going to get. So for you to change the way you think, you need to change what you listen to. You need to listen to the right information over and over and over. Getting into that, pick a playlist. I actually have a playlist I'll send you guys in the chats that I listen to all, literally over and over and over and over. And I've listened to the same videos 100 times, dozens of times, 50 times, 100 times. There's no coincidence why I can just speak to you with my heart and not have to think, because I already know this information, because it's ingrained, burned into my mind. It's literally burned into my mind. Sometimes you just got to brainwash yourself for success. Sometimes you just got to realize that the reason why you're not where you want to be is because your thoughts are wrong. So let me just change the way I think by just putting the positivity in my ears nonstop over and over and over and over and over. And then getting into social media just to answer the question, the real answer is whatever you feel. I'm no guru. I don't have the answers. What I can tell you is when you transmit the frequency, you won't even really have to ask questions. You will just do it. You will just let your intuition guide you. That's what I'll say. Your intuition is your greatest mentor, your greatest advisor. Your intuition will always tell you what is best. When you can tune into your heart and let go of your thoughts, take off your mind and focus on your heart space. And what I'm saying is, this is what I'm talking about at the very beginning. Feel good now, meditation. This is what I'm talking about. Let go of your thoughts that don't serve you, and then reprogram yourself for success. That's what you got to do. You got to stop thinking the wrong thoughts, focus on what you want, and believing you will receive it. A lot can happen in 90 days when you focus on the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and take action based off intuition, guys. And I'm going to tell you how this works. When you start focusing and thinking about it a lot, what's going to happen is the universe is going to put you in the right place at the right time. Let God guide you. Sometimes you guys have heard, trust God's plan, right? You've heard this. That's what I'm saying. Trust the universe, trust your intuition, speak to you, because you've already programmed the frequency you want, and it's going to guide you because it's going to put you in the right place at the right time. And that's one of my affirmations. I'm at the right place at the right time. The right people are coming my way. I'm at the right place at the right time. The right people are coming my way. Social media, do whatever you feel. Voice messages are really good. Video messages are really good. And just videos in general. Just videos in general on posts. You want to make, you want them to feel your energy. You want them to feel your belief and certainty through your voice. Okay? And guys, I was someone that was I was a P150, and I was pretending like I was making six figures in my tonality. I was speaking as if I was already that person. And I believe that's why I was able to do it, because I believed it before I saw it. What's good, my man Vic Terry? What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on, bro? I just have a question. I know like everything you said is definitely dope. I appreciate you putting it out there. So a quick question would be, how long of an extent, like, would you focus on somebody that you're really attempting to really help, that's saying like they want to do, whether it's, you know, trading and building, or just building, or just trading, but they're just not plugging in, but you're still, you know, you still want to go on your chairman run, you know what I mean?
Okay, yep. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. That right there, when you can get that, what's gonna happen is, you know, as your team grows, you're gonna have to start being more and more specific and start investing your time into people instead of spending time with people. And a lot of times, especially when our teams are, especially in the people that are in beginning stages, you can kind of just, if you have 5 people or 10 people, you can kind of just spend all your time with them, or a lot of your time. But you know, someone like Big Terry is ranking up on his chairman run right now, and some of you guys are in the same situation as him. You realize you want to be specific with who you spend your time with, and if they don't follow directions, like let's say, you know, you're talking about if they want to get to the level of building, or maybe they're not doing what they should be doing. You know, what I always do is show love no matter what they do or what they say. Just try to show love in all scenarios. But as far as spending time, hey man, you know, people have asked me to come over to Colorado. People have asked me to go on tour with me. And you know, like one thing that I realize is, hey, you want me to come to your city, like show me a reason for me to go to your city. You know, and that's what you got to think. Like, someone wants to have an hour conversation with you. Hey, give me a reason why I should get an hour conversation with you, right? And that's not being mean. It's not being rude. It's just, hey, listen, bro, we both have value to give. I'm here to help you. But listen, man, let's hold each other accountable. Let's hold each other accountable. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing a 20-minute, 30-minute call with your team. But, you know, hour plus, you know, that's just for me personally, guys. Like, I like to be productive. I like to spend time with people. I love to build relationships. But if you feel that they're not really listening, they're not doing what they should be doing, you know, I always just focus on whoever's hot. Whoever's hot, I throw gasoline on them. Not literally, but figuratively. And then if no one's hot, you be the hot. You be the one that's hot. And whatever energy you have is going to be contagious to everyone else. That's what's going to happen. So, and if they don't listen, hey, that's awesome, bro. I love you anyway. But that's what I would say pretty much. Give them what they need, and then love you, brother. Appreciate it. Are these new questions? Or are these, let me see, hold on. There's a couple questions. All right, let's go, Michael. What's good, Michael?
Hey, what's going on, Jordan? Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you. I just had a quick question. I actually just signed up my third customer today. And even though I'm supposed to be P150, but one of them dropped out. So my question is, once I sign up the third one and actually hit my rank, is it wise for me to start signing up customers under, you know, my other like recruits, or, you know, my other business partners?
That's a good question. See, a lot of people may do that, or they have that question, but you know, place people under them. Don't use their link. Do not use their link. Because the thing is, if you build their business for you, or you build their business for them, they're never going to learn how to build it for themselves, and they will feel entitled to your help. And I've seen people do this, and it typically just doesn't work well. It just doesn't end up working well. So what I would do is, whenever you guys, and I'm going to expand a little bit off topic, but on the same question is still, whenever you are enrolling, what you need to do is you need to pick a location in your business and place straight down, no line. And what you're going to do is you're going to give everyone a power link. okay? You need to blow out legs and don't ask for the power leg. Become the power leg. Like, if you have a P600 on your team, hey, why don't you place 5 people in a row under them in the same leg? Because what's going to happen is, and a lot of times people mess this up. So let's say, for example, guys, I have a P1K, a P600, a P150, and then a customer, right? All in a row in a direct line. What I'm going to do is, what some people would do is, hey, I want to help out my P600, so I'm going to place down in his second leg. Do not do that. Listen, if you have a P1K and a P600, or listen, if you have a P600 to P150, place down straight down under both of them. So you give both of them a leg, okay? And then all the people you bring in, you know, maybe some will quit, maybe some will be a customer, maybe some will build. You don't know which one's going to be which. So if you place straight down, what's happening is you're helping them by, hey, bro, you're already 40% to P600. Hey, bro, you're already 40% to P1K because I place people under. Hey, bro, check this out. You already have 3 people on your team. You know, maybe you don't even haven't enrolled anyone yet, but what's going to happen, guys, and this happened to me, right? I was in the business for 3 months. I had no personals, okay? Ray placed 2 people under me, and what happened was I felt so like it gave me so much encouragement and belief that it inspired me to go ahead and get a customer, and I actually ended up getting my 2 and free like a month later. You know, I was slow in the beginning. Okay, I was slow in the beginning, right? But Ray placed someone under me, and it gave me the belief. So if you actually start placing people under you, what's going to happen under them? What's going to happen is you're going to build them one of their 3 legs. Okay, one of the 3. And you want to build your team one of the 3 legs. And some of you guys probably have had some leg placed under you. It's possible. If not, well, that's fine. Be the person to place under your team. Okay, and that's pretty much what I would say. Don't share it. Don't use your team's link. Don't use your team's link. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan.
Of course. All right. Gabe, was it Gabe? Is this a new question? Let's go, Gabe.
Yes,
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. I have a question. All right. Oh God, battery's about to die. Okay, so if we are in a situation now, I'm not speaking for me, I'm kind of speaking for other people who might find themselves around very negative people, but the situation isn't as easy as just getting up and moving. One of the things that I heard Kevin Trudeau say was the best thing you can do is just become the best version of yourself, because just like Christopher Terry said last night, you know, if you're a candle in a dark room filled with darkness, like that darkness can't take out that candlelight. So have you ever found yourself in a position that's like, okay, I can't really move right now, but I got to make the best of what I got? What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, bro, I love that. No, bro, trust me, that happens all the time. That's happened many times. You know, last year on tour, I went to 30 plus states in 5 countries, and I was around a lot of crowds, and I was around a lot of groups of people. No one was really negative necessarily, but in general, you know, you want to be, if you're the leader, you're going to want to control the energy of any room you're in, no matter how many people's in that room. If you were a leader, you control the energy of the room. But let's say, for example, you know, for someone that's maybe in a family environment, or maybe even at work environment, maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your friends, maybe just like there's nothing you can do. You have to surround yourself with negative people. Like, just be like, the only thing you can do is just shine bright. Like, just shine bright. Like, hey, let me, instead of making them make me feel bad, why don't I make them feel good? And say, hey, listen, I'm good enough to where your negativity can't affect me. Like, and it can be difficult at times. Like, it's not always the easiest thing, but what will make it easy is if you directly, intentionally align with the source. And what I mean by that is, when I went over the slides, feel good now, if you've done your morning routine, you've done your affirmations, you've looked at your goal, you've exercised, you've ate the right foods, you've meditated, you worked out, like, you're feeling good. It don't matter what any type of negativity anyone has. Your feeling good is too strong. You'll overpower. Hey, the strongest energy will overpower the rest. And that's what you should do. And it will take practice at times. It will take practice time, especially, I don't know if anyone on this call is in that situation right now. And trust me, guys, even if the people around you is not negative, to be honest, listen, if they're not going the same place you're going, they're still a distraction on some level. So separate yourself to elevate yourself. If separating yourself is going in your room and shutting the door, then that's going in your room, shutting the door. If there's negativity in your environment, you need to have headphones in 24/7. No exception. 24/7. You can't let that negativity enter your brain, because when it enters your brain, you're transmitting that frequency, okay? Whether you try to or not, it's subconscious. Your subconscious mind never turns off. It picks up everything. So if you're in that environment, don't worry. It's actually a good thing because you're being tested right now. See how patient you are. That's all that means. You're being tested, right? God gives his biggest problems to his strongest warriors, right? That's what they say. It's true. If you're going through something right now, that means your breakthrough's coming. That's what it means. If you're in a difficult time right now, you're in winter. What's right after winter? Spring, right? In the summer, right? Then the flowers are blooming, right? Your current situation is not your final destination, okay? It's not. Where you are is not who you are, right? Okay, so Frank, let's see. Where is Frank? You raise your hand. You raise your hand, Frank, or type it in the chat. I don't see you, Frank. Hassan. Okay. Oh, there he is. There's Frank. Okay.
So, yo, bro, I appreciate your time and everything, bro. And I really look up to you as a person, but I just want to ask you a question. I like going out, right? I'm that person that likes to go out and just meet new people. So what's like the best, pick interest and to tell people, to talk to people and just to get to know them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. I found there's this video on YouTube. You should write this down. Everyone, if you want to get good at recruiting offline, it's a good video. It's from Alex Morton. It's called "Recruiting is the Answer," and I've listened to it probably 30, 40, 50 times. Okay, so I recommend if you find something that resonates with you that you'd love to master, make it a goal to hey, let me listen to this every day for 30 days straight, and whatever so forth. But the way it works, the best way that I've found is go up to people working like whether they literally on the job, like whether they are working in a mall, whether they're the waitress, whether they're at the coffee shop, and you want to go through this process. First thing you do is compliment them. You want to compliment them, kind of break the ice, start the conversation, and then you say, hey bro, let me ask you a question. Are you passionate about working here, or are you just here to pay the bills? Ask them that question, 9 out of 10 times, bro, I'm just here to pay the bills. Okay, well, if I had a way where you could make an extra X amount per month so that you wouldn't have to work this job anymore, would that be something you're interested in? And you can ask them, hey, what are you actually passionate about? If you're not passionate about this job, what are you passionate about? A lot of times they say, hey, I want to spend time with my family. I love going to the gym. And then you use that. So, hey, compliment to them, right? You enjoy working here? Are you passionate about it? Are you paying bills? No. Okay, what are you passionate about? Let's say it's the gym. Okay, if I could show you a way to make money part-time on your phone that you would not have to spend as much time or you spend more time with the gym, would that be something you're interested in? And it's really simple as that. It's really simple as that. Hey, do you enjoy working here at Starbucks, or are you just here to pay the bills? How much are you getting paid, by the way? If you could be straight up and like that,
bro.
I really want to.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Ask them that, and what you do is just get the contact. Hey, bro, I'll explain the information. I'll follow up with you, bro. I'm busy right now. It's not the time to explain. Typical thing. But get their contact info. Have a great day, man. Peace.
All right, bro. Thank you a lot, bro. I appreciate your time, bro. Just let's go to the top, man.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get it. Hassan, I believe. Andrew. Okay, I see Andrew. I see Hassan too. Hassan, you go next. All right, Andrew, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, so it's just a little question, but I struggle with it a lot, and it's organization. I spend 30 minutes looking for my keys, and I know I gotta put them away, but somehow they just disappear,
I feel you.
But right now, I'm trying to just get the prospects and all that, and right now my bed's not.
Awesome. I'm glad you asked that question because it kind of allows me to tie into something else as well. So when it comes to organization, like I was kind of saying before, it kind of ties into your environment. You need to set up your environment where it's easy to do something you do every day. Like you should have a place for your shoes, a place for your keys. You should have a place for your pens, and you should have a systemize your life so you can save yourself time, energy, and money. Systemize your life. What we did, we actually put up some hooks by the door for the keys. We actually put, and that's one way you could do, and that actually has worked pretty well. That's actually worked really well. But you want to systemize. Like I have a specific place where I put my books. I have a specific place where I put my notebook. And it may sound crazy, like, oh my God, you're OCD. That's over. That's overkill. You're doing too much. But it's like it's just as easy to do that it is to do what you're already doing. Like because it's just your habits. Like whatever your habits can be easy to do. So wouldn't it make sense to take a little bit of time, be consciously competent in creating new habits that are going to make you successful? Like, wouldn't that make sense? And that's kind of what I decided to do. Say, listen, maybe I'm not good enough right now, but let me make my habits good enough, and then eventually I'll be good enough.
Perfect.
So just find a place for everything, systemize whatever you can. That's what I was saying.
Thank you so much.
And for example, just going into that, like I have a dream journal, and I put the notebook right next to where I sleep, literally right next to it.
Okay.
I put my gratitude journal right on my desk, right where I'll see it, right where I can't miss it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna clean my room tonight. Make sure it's spotless. And yeah.
Yeah, but I need to clean mine a little bit as well. I feel you. I feel you. What's going on? Hassan, did you have a question? Hassan, was that a question? It's good, Hassan.
Let's go, baby. What's good, dude? So one of the things I want to ask about, so right now I have a lot of people in Australia I'm talking to, D and everything. So our problem right now is that he's 15 hours ahead. And so like I'm 9 hours, also ahead. So sometimes I'll be getting on some three-way calls with him at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and all that too. And that's the best time for him and everything and whatnot. So would you recommend that he sends his prospects my way so I can connect with them and we can find a better time to talk? Because also most of the time is that he's working, which is, we're trying to get him out that 9 to 5 and everything too. But, it's to a point where like, he works construction and whatnot too. And so my question is, should he send his prospects my way so we can connect and collab and then find a better time between us and everything? And then
that would be fine. That'd be fine. It probably, at the end of the day, how does it matter anyway? So it's like whatever works. Like I know sometimes with time zones, it's like whatever makes sense to you. Like what I like to play the role of we do things at my time rather than I'm thirsty to get on a call right now. Like, because a lot of times people are so thirsty to get on a call that they'll just do it at any moment, which that is a good habit to have. Like, don't get me wrong. That is a really good habit for you to start getting the momentum. But what I'm saying is sometimes, depending on your situation, you like, let's say you have something prioritizing in your life, right? Let's say you have something that's important going on. Hey, I'm doing this right now. I can talk to you after this call. I'm in a meeting right now. Let me call you in an hour. Hey, you want to talk right now? Well, I'm actually busy. Like, I'm actually busy. I'll call you in an hour. Hey, sometimes I'm not in the best state of mind. Maybe I want to go for a walk, come back, listen to some music, and then I'll do the call. Hey, listen, I'll call you in 30 minutes. Because getting your energy at a peak is the most important thing. So sometimes you just get on whenever you can. It just, whatever's simple for you. If you think of a way, you find a way for sure. That's what I would say. Whatever you feel is right. Either way, it'll work. So it doesn't make a difference, I would say.
So I'll definitely connect with his prospects right on spot.
Yeah, if you get I always like to, because if you get their number, that's like they already joined at that point. If you get their number and you connect, they pretty much already joined at that point. So that'd be good.
All right, thanks. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. That's lit. What's going on? Who else is on this call? What's up, Tatiana? How's it going, Kamaya? What's up? What's going on, Nydia? What's up, Tim? What's going on? What's up? Boy, Joe, P600. What's good? Okay, we have another question. Let's see. Where are you at? What's good? What's up, Taiwana? How's it going? Not sure if I see who had the question, but guys, we went pretty in depth in the information. We can do one more question. If we have one more question, we can go ahead and do this. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do one last question. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? I just got the account today. A friend of mine, Steve, got me in. Like, I'm really interested, but like my head is not really. It is around it, but I would say that I guess because I just started, I'm not really like, how do I put this, like really into it? Because like in my head, it's like a lot of process, but like I'm ready to learn. But like, what would you say to like what would you really say to motivate you to really like put your head in the game or put
Right.
your mind into doing it?
Hey, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, first of all. And what I'll tell you, this call is really for the people that are really going to hit these higher income ranks in the next 90 days. So if you're brand new, this is probably a lot of information for you to take in at once. And this is more of an advanced building training than we normally will go to. But what I'll say is, just stay focused on the process, because the first time you hear something, you're never going to know it. All the information that I've learned today, I've repeated in my head over and over and over. But the main thing is just stay with the process, know what you want to achieve, and then you just literally follow someone who's already done it and do what they're doing. Follow someone who's already done it, do what they're doing. And then, at the end of the day, like, don't compare your results to anyone else. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Hey, maybe someone else could do it in a year and a half. Maybe you'll do it in a year. Hey, maybe you'll do it in 3 years. It makes no difference. You're not in comparison with someone else. You're in comparison with yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and, hey, how do you feel about yourself today? Were you 1% better today? Did you do everything you could? Did you improve in 1%? A lot of times we think the wrong thoughts about ourselves. Especially when approaching something new. Definitely give yourself time. That's what I say. Just give yourself time. But how bad you want it is how bad you're going to go at it, at the end of the day. So that's why I would say, just for anyone that's in general, wherever you're brand new or not, that's what I would say is you got to be committed to the process. If this something like, if it resonates in your soul and you have 1 ounce of belief you can do it, then you got to stick around for the process. Because guys, when I started, my belief was very low, but the longer I stuck around, the more I started to understand how things work. And then the more I started to understand it, the more confidence I got. And then the belief rose, and then the burning desire, and then the nonstop committed action, decision-making, things will come along as you grow consistently. That's what I say. And that's probably good. That's probably a good question to end on. Did you have
Okay, thank you. But no, I was just gonna say that like I'm really down to really start. It's just I got it now. Like I'm really
Let's
ready.
do it. Hey, if you look up Austin Godsey on YouTube, that's a good one. Or if you look up Jim Rohn, Les Brown, yeah. Just start listening to it every day. After a couple of weeks, you'll be feeling real good. You'll be feeling real nice. Right. Hey guys, I will see you guys all in Houston, September 4th. Make sure you plan. They're not letting us buy tickets right now, but put it on your calendar, because when they open up the ticket sales, there's probably going to be some deal. So let's make sure we capitalize on that. And guys, one thing I've learned in this industry is that on average, the number of people you bring to convention on your team and your group is going to be that number times $1,000 per year in your income. Hey, if you bring 50 people to your event, your income's going to grow by 50,000. Hey, you bring 100 people, you're going to be a 6-figure earner. Like, if you bring 100 people to the event in Houston, you will literally hit chairman. Like, that is literally a fact. That, for me, guys, I was 150 away from chairman going into the Dallas event, and I brought 150 people to the event. 3 weeks later, I was chairman 10. Like, it literally can happen like that. Like, literally, you can do it whether you have 3 people. Like, if you have 10 people on your team, bring 5 of them to the event. Bring 7 of them to the event. Shout out to K-Rob. We had literally in London, there was 30 people on the team, and we brought 20 of them to London. Like, shout out to them. They literally just cracked 100 people in the chat today. Like, you guys realize what happens when you bring your team to these events. Like, magic happens. You know what happens, guys? Leaders are born at events. People make decisions at events. When they go to the event, see the information, see someone who's in the same situation as them, made it work for them, it makes them believe in themselves. And like I said in the last call, guys, belief creates the action, and the action creates the results. And I'm going to end it off like that, guys. If you have my number, hit me up. Let's really take this to the next level. Let's go. Whatever your goal is, stay focused. At the end of the day, you can follow me on Instagram, tag me, DM me, whatever you need. Just let me know, guys. I'm here to help you. At the end of the day, let's run it up, man. I'm excited. You're excited. I'm excited. Kyle's definitely excited. I know Kyle is definitely excited. Tyler's excited. Viviana's excited. Elena's excited. Everyone's excited right now. And, you should be. You really should be, because these next 90 days, I truly believe, you're going to double, triple, quadruple, 10x your business. I truly believe it. In Jesus' name, amen. Right? Let's get it. Let's do it, man.